Hey guys, what's up? For those of you who think that school is boring, dull, and full of pesky teachers, well, I just want to say that it isn't always like this. School can be fun sometimes, and many teachers have very good sense of humor. I mean, every school has that one special kind of teacher who's funny as hell, right? Especially when it comes to notes. You'll be surprised to know how witty and inventive teachers can be. They leave funny notes for moms and dads, letting them know how their children cope with studies and what the kids are up to. Alright you guys, without further ado, let's check out 20 hilarious school notes teachers sent to parents. Would you look at this? Josiah doesn't want to work. He says it isn't fun. Well, at least this little guy is honest about it. And the best part is that he's probably right. But hey, you can't do only things that are fun, right? That's not how life works. It looks like that test was really boring. But the math teacher's response to a crawling figure is simply priceless. If I'm correct, that red wizard is Gandalf. Remember that famous scene from The Lord of the Rings when Gandalf was fighting Balrog? Man, that scene was intense. Spit his milk everywhere at lunch, like an elephant sprays. Wow, this kid must have been furious. Surely it was some naughty little kid, a real pain in teacher's ass. He probably thought it was Jumbo or something. Hopefully the punishment wasn't too brutal. Now tell me guys, what do you know about eating healthy? Do you try to eat healthy or you just don't care? Do you like veggies or do you prefer chocolate? Do you like milk or would you rather have Coke? So this next note was sent to parents who failed to pack their daughters a proper meal. It says, Mr. and Mrs. Puckett. The cafeteria reported to me that Elia's lunch today included 4 chocolate bars, a bag of marshmallows, Ritz crackers, and a pickle. Please see that she packs a proper lunch tomorrow. Man, that meal is quite a combo. And then it says, parent signature requested. And at the bottom, there's a reply, request declined. Well, I guess some parents don't want to be told how to feed their children. Take a look at this. Isn't it adorable? An elementary school student, Ray, thought he could trick his teacher by scribbling down this silly note. Dear Mrs. Miller, Ray's so sick he cannot go to school. Ray's mom. And I guess Ray's handwriting really speaks the truth whether he wants it or not. And here's one for PE. Dear Mr. Whittle, Olivia has requested that I write her a note for PE. Here it is. Olivia is perfectly fit and well to take part in her PE lesson today. The only thing is, she is suffering with a severe case of bone idle-itis. Olivia's complaint is that it's too cold to participate. May I suggest a few extra laps to warm her up? I guess Olivia didn't see that coming. Don't be lazy, you guys. PE lessons are just as important as any other lesson. Detention is a word kids hear a lot at school. It is a very common way of making kids understand and tell apart things that are right and wrong. Detention determined behavior of the little devils. Now check out this note. Looks like we have a fully grown man in the house. The way I see it is Yardley is a little too old for elementary school. Or perhaps he is just some kind of genetic disorder, which I hope he doesn't. It is much more likely that he just wanted to appear mature in the eyes of his fellow classmates. Hopefully he didn't hurt himself or anything. Shaving can be dangerous, you know? Now here's another detention note. Disrupting class. Claiming to be the reborn Jesus and hitting another student with a Bible. Wow, that's aiming high right there. The only mismatch between Marisa and Jesus, though, is that Jesus probably wouldn't bash anyone's head, especially with a Bible. And that's where they got you, Marisa. Next on our list is Andy. Andy's the rebel. It feels like Andy sees his school as a sort of prison camp. And that's a serious issue for many kids around the world. You gotta give Andy some props for his rebellious attitude. He didn't just use the door like most people would do. As detention ticket suggests, Andy opened the window and escaped. That's the spirit. Now, this kid was obliged to fill a detention form for the simple sake of throwing, quote, a very impressive, majestic paper airplane into the recycle bin. Jesus, what kind of a horrible, atrocious teacher would force their students to do that under such silly, harmless circumstances? You can't kill people with an airplane, can you? Get a grip, teacher, it's just a piece of paper. Now, sometimes kids do funny stuff. They always mimic and repeat things they see or hear. Like this one time, Dillinger was singing "I'm sexy and I know it." Yeah, some songs are just not for kids' delicate ears. Do you guys ever play cowboys at school? You gotta be careful if you do, because strict teachers are on the watch. I'm not saying that riding your friends like horses is a good idea, but frankly, there's nothing wrong with playing pretend games. All kids do that. Now this one, I don't get. Smiling is good, isn't it? You can't smile too much, can you? Well, I guess you can if you're a joker. However, that's not the case with Jack. Jack is a pupil. Get a grip, you stupid teacher. Maybe it's you who should smile more. Leave Jackie alone. Now our next hero is Joseph, and I'd like to personally thank Joseph for his sense of humor and his appreciation for the Harry Potter series. So apparently, Joseph took off his shirt, he took out his pencil, which he pretended was a magic one, and started screaming, quote, "I'm a f***ing wizard." On second thought, I don't see anything bad in such behavior. Maybe Joseph took it a little too far by saying the F word, but apart from that, it was fine. Another one detention slip was given to Kyle. He was accused of sharing food with his fellow students. Here it is. Kyle came through the line and got his lunch. While at the table, he gave it to another student. Policy is not sharing food, which he is fully aware of. Now that's just silly. People have been sharing food with one another since the beginning of time. Sharing is the main principle of the civilized society. Some kids may have allergies, but they should be perfectly aware of the things they shouldn't eat, so that's kinda strange. Now here's what I'm talking about. You know your teacher has a sense of humor when you get notes like these. Josh has been awarded the Bermuda Triangle Award for most homeworks go missing. That's pretty funny, and kinda motivating at the same time. It clearly indicates that the teacher is not your enemy. On the contrary, you are good pals. More teachers like these would be much appreciated, don't you agree, guys? Now, this next one is a bit strange. I didn't know elementary school students can act like mere toddlers. But apparently, this guy Jacob wanted to have some milk. Not just any milk, he wanted some milk out of a girl's breast. Now, you should be ashamed of yourself, Jacob, you know that? Now here's a note from parents of a girl whose grandpa won the Nobel Prize in 2015. And it goes like this. Please give Maddie one more day to complete her homework. We had some big family news and didn't get to this. Her grandpa won the Nobel Prize in chemistry. Don't know about Maddie's teacher, but it certainly seems like a sensible excuse to me. Here's an interesting fact. This little note was viewed by more than 1.5 million people. That's a lot of people for a single little school note. And by the way, the chemistry prize was received by 3 scientists for their achievements in the field of genetic repair. These people are Thomas Lindahl, Paul Modrich, and Aziz Sankar. Alright, and this last note is a little bit disturbing. It says that some Ryan had a toenail clippers he was willing to use to, quote, cut somebody's buddy. Whoa now, easy Ryan. You don't go around cutting people's bodies with toenail clippers. That's assault. If you do that, nobody will want to be your friend. Also, the note suggests that the boy may have swallowed a rock. Oh, that's very strange. If I was Ryan's parent, I would certainly want to talk to him. Alrighty, looks like that's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching the video, I hope you liked it, and if you did, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to Real Bizarre. Stay tuned, you guys, we'll see you next time.